guys, today I'm going to explain alchemy, soul alchemy, or quantum shifting. So, in order to explain this, first let's say we have the physical self and the intellect that is informed with the physical objects around us, so we have this relationship of subject and object and others, okay, which we call dual because obviously there's a tree here and then there's what I call me, yes? Now on a soul level, your soul is like this bubble in which your physical body grows and appears. Your soul is at the same time here and at the same time not located inside of time construct. So your soul is like a library of phrases and sequences and ideas and desires that actually construct your reality construct. What is within your soul you experience as thoughts and emotions and subconscious, because most of it is operating on a level where you're not reviewing it, previewing it. Then your subconscious may give you omens or premonitions or like dreams of something that happens. Now when we're influencing our reality with creative visualizations, we're actually relaxing our nervous system to go from the reality immersion mode into this soul mode. So when you're sleeping, you're not in time construct, you're outside of time space and the physical reality construct. And if you can go into meditation and kind of relax your nervous system, so you go into the alpha or delta waves, brainwave length, then you're operating with your subconscious or your soul script, this energetic tissue of information that is a conglomerate of your identity. And then you can change your identity. When you change your identity, your reality shifts. And really then no physical problem solving or intellectual problem solving is necessary. You just shift to your newly imagined state of being by transmuting your memory, your energetic memory. So the script, or what your soul is your subconscious also is a conglomerate of these energetic memories, all the imagery that were like put into you, that were recorded into you, and maybe not just in this lifetime, but wherever you were, okay? And you may also exist on a, you do exist, or your higher self, whether that is something outside of you or something inside of you, because it's all just superimposed layers, okay? So you may feel like your higher self is you, or your higher self is another layer of you, okay? And it's both true. So you also exist on planes of existence or higher bandwidths of existence where you are this being that is not located inside of time, but the time is located around you. Now this is also possible to experience in Earth incarnation, and it's called usually 5D in today's jargon, okay? It used to be called heaven. So this, if you embody this higher version of you, then you are not inside of time, you are projecting the cycles of time around your point of awareness. Now when we come to the point of awareness, let's just say that this is another layer of you, the most innermost layer, and that this is that all then bandwidths of reality are constructed around the innermost self. So your lower self, higher self, and oversoul and whatever, like they're all constructed around your point of awareness. So your point of awareness then extends the awareness into all of these layers, and it's like a cake of realities. That has the crust, it has the filling, it has the strawberry, it has the chocolate, it has all these layers. So the physical is the crust, and then the more subtle layers are like the strawberry, right? So when you want to do quantum shifting of the physical reality, you have to go to the strawberry layer. This is the layer of your soul tissue, where all these mood boards, all these imageries, all these beliefs, all these impressions, positive or negative, are stored. And then you alchemize. Alchemize simply means to transform this energetic tissue. And it's highly transformable because it's all just made of your imagination. And of course you want to quantum shift into a reality that you think is more entertaining for your growth, more amusing. There's no actual difference between realities of even like let's say hell, everything is devouring everything. So like we're having a fist fight and we're just some drama, and like this is universe experiencing itself on the level of recycling the abominations that it created. But it's still universe experiencing itself. On a higher bandwidth is like more crystallized and everything is more organized, so there's no recycling, so there's more chill and bliss. Okay, and there's more opportunity to just like create from imagination and have more faster manifestation, more direct experience of yourself as the dreamer of this reality, or what you call God. So first thing in your transmutation, in your chemical work, would be actually recycling of the abomination, because there are things that do not serve you, that are looping as your physical reality, because you are projecting it, you're manifesting it right now. And if something in this feedback loop of your projection is not the way you want it to be, because you're dreaming yourself as a character in a movie, then you need to first discharge or dissolve these templates, and then replace these with more favorable templates. So let's cut to the chase here. You want to do this, of course, but it's like a complex tissue where you can't even like maybe observe all of the narratives and all of the energies and all of the memories and beliefs that were installed there. And it will be going like on your typical everyday computer, laptop, and then going browsing all of your folders and all of the files that are there, because you probably have a lot of files on your computer, so manually browsing them would be kind of exhausting. But your computer is a smart thing where you can like have a search bar, and you can also, or you have Clean My Mac where you can say search for all the cache files on all the things that I don't need, and then just recycle bin. Delete that and then optimize my operating system, so there's more apps that I'm not using, they're being discarded. Now there's more processing power, more RAM memory available. That would mean simply you have more light, you have more free flow energy, you're shining, and then you have more, you feel lighter, and then you're more creative, because now you can make up new things from this pure energy, okay? From your pure form. That you program then the pure energy into visualization, and oh my god, it appears. So batch deleting and batch transmuting will be then done by you understanding that it's all you, one interconnected quantum entangled intelligence that you can command from, you know, your heart. This is why we pray. So it is the innermost self, the God. I command from that space, which is the absolute authority of every layer, to shift my feeling that is embodied in this memory, so I can feel, instead of feeling cringy, I can feel light in relationship to that, and then I want to create a feeling that I'm healthy, wealthy, and then these things that will arrive into my movie will be props of wealth and health and whatever, friendships, or you know. So for this reason, the invocation of prayer is actually smart use of your computer, of your spaceship, of your operating system, because it is then invoking that zero-point self, that point of awareness that is actually experiencing all of your higher selves, lower selves, all of the layers of the cake, and it is the absolute author, aka God, which is you, that then has the ability to simply transmute the energetic tissue, but from every layer that you are thinking about yourself, feeling about yourself, or influencing your decision making from your higher self, or whatever, giving your intuitive guidance, or from every layer you have free will. So unless you invoke a transmutation, transformation of your reality, your innermost self or God will not interfere, only in cycles that are already pre-created within the time construct. You know, cosmic cycles, their portals and whatnot, they will actually facilitate a change in your operating system and then make your ego die and then install a new version of yourself without you wanting to submit. Let's say my ego don't want to submit to that, but then it's a full moon or some portal and it's just like okay. So the ego is basically just a reading of what is pre-installed in the subconscious and what's happening around you. Even though we identify with the events and feelings of our experience, and then the subtitle that I'm saying, oh, I'm experiencing this, and then you hurt me in this way, and then I don't want to be a friend anymore, and then I want to go there and like make this business. Even though this subtitle sounds like this is like us, it's only the subtitle of what we are experiencing. The us is the awareness. Okay. So with our thinking or insisting or whatever with the subtitle, things cannot be affected that are going into these deeper layers. See, this is where prayer works, because then the subtitle needs to address the innermost self or the God self to apply the change in the system. So it's really simple. So if you spend 3 hours of your day intellectually working on problem solving and you're frustrated because you just can't seem to get out of that problem or karmic loop because it keeps reinserting itself, and then you're criticizing yourself, you're getting mad at yourself, you're getting mad at your partners, you're getting mad at your business partner, you're getting mad at the world, you're getting mad at it does not serve you, because you're not applying the sequence in the right way. You have to address the innermost self to change how you feel about it, how you imagine this problem, into a problem being already solved. And then your innermost self with this request can grant a permission for the connective tissue of all of your layers to change the feeling into the feeling that, oh yes, I'm relaxed and everything effortlessly comes to me and I'm the recipient of wealth and the problem is already solved, and then your energetic memory is erased to the feeling that you don't feel like the problem existed in the first place. But now the quantum shift has occurred where all the people that might have participated in your movie reflecting to you the problem are now saying, hey, you're great, you're amazing, you can do this, and here's like everything that you ever wanted, like we're giving love and wealth to you, we're sharing everything with you, and it's all effortless. Okay, so this is the potential bug fixing when you get to identify with the state of being and then the subtitle that is describing the state of being and then the projection of the state of being. So like you feel not well, you feel frustrated, and then you're stressing out, but then reality is also stressing you out, and then nothing seems to go as you want it to go. And then you're adding more pressure onto your reality and you're becoming like frustrated, and then you're projecting that and you're saying the reality is bullshit and all these people are suck. For example, because it is a way to do it. Like this is the way we do it. Like we're humans, right? So like, fuck you. But you're only getting frustrated because you're not using, you're not using the operating system in the proper way, and you're like, it's like you're typing in the password and then pressing enter, and then the computer is like glitching and like you can't log in, and then you're getting frustrated. And then the more frustrated you get, you know that you're typing in the right password, but it's still like the Google or whatever, like it's like saying it's the wrong password, and now you have to send reset email and reset, and you're like, I know it's the right password. But then if you get chill and let go of this like feeling, and you just try again in 5 minutes from like not giving a fuck, oh, it's the right password, then it just opens the door. It opens your email or whatever, right? So this is actually true for everything that you're trying to resolve. It's true for your health, wealth, relationships, like whatever we are experiencing. It all works when you feel like it's working. And then if you feel like it's not working, then you have maybe been infected with a disappointment or a curse, which is just a feeling of you saying that it's true that something cannot happen. But our parents say, like, you can't do this, you can't do that. You internalize this, and this diminish your feeling of light expansion, or that you might translate as self-worth, because you just, yeah, I am, like, I want to have fun, I'm like singing and dancing in this world, I can do what I want. This is you when you're born. And then the conditioning says, oh, you can't. When you internalize this, it's a curse to your life, because your life is I am, it's not I can't. Now when you start to believe that you, like, I can't, you feel that you can. And then you're still trying to do it, but it does not work because you don't really feel like you can. And then you even self-criticize and say, oh, but I'm so, like, I'm not, I don't do, like, the inner critic. It's like just extension of this feeling. You don't have a proper feeling installed, and then things don't work, and then you even perpetuate with the self-criticism, saying how you're not doing enough, working enough, trying enough, something wrong with you, or whatever. And then you create more criticism, more self-negation, more diminishment. And so this can then become a negative feedback loop, where now your reality that you're projecting is also like everybody else saying that you suck. And then everything that you try to do doesn't work. Now you got yourself in a negative cycle. Now you need to break that karmic loop by recycling your energetic memory and then becoming the emanation of I am that you are. And then everything comes to you really effortless, and you're just having fun, and all the things are working out. So this is energetic hygiene. It's basic stuff, but it's called alchemy or prayer, and then it becomes this weird spiritual stuff. But it's really, really, really understand how the game works. And it's not like spiritual and non-spiritual, and it's not like woo and hippie and spiritual and like material. It's like, it's baseline. It's like understanding, and then that creates change in your physical reality, because everything is the quantum spiritual reality projection, right? Everything is holographic. So take charge and take creative leadership of your own embodied energetic memory. Now you're doing this, you're alchemizing, you're transmuting on your memory. Your soul tissue is connecting all of these energetic memories together, whether they're cursed, whether they're detrimental to your emanation of creativity, or whether they are like what you want actually to have, right? So when you have resistance, self-doubt, like your heart is saying, like, it would be like so amazing if I was on the beach right now, drinking a cocktail, counting my cash, and just relaxing in the sun, and then turtles and fishes snorkeling, whatever, beautiful women, whatever, something like, it sounds like ideal. Well, whatever, you have many of these ideals, right? You are the universe, you are actually all the people. So all of these ideals are your potential movie. And some of your ideals may be like, I want to work hard, go to the gym and like get results and like grind. Like, it's cool if this is your ideal. And maybe you have another ideal, so I just want to relax, I don't want to do it. It's cool, you can have both. This is why life has day and night, and like it has days for, like I chill and then watch anime. And I love it. It's like my ideal is like watching anime like all day. And then I get a little bit tired of that, and then I make up like some incredible like business endeavor, and then I go out to have a drink with my friends, and everything is aligned. Like all these people, like the architect, the investor, the freaking like CEO, everybody's like in the same table. I'm like, hey, you're my guys, and they're like, yeah, we want to do this. I'm like, great. And it's like the same for a really like miniature type of manifestation, where I do something like go get a coffee or produce like what we were talking last night about, like boutique hotel, our boutique hotel. So it's like a larger scale endeavor, okay? Because there's like way more money involved and way more physical building, but the level of effortlessness is the same. Okay, so it's really how you imagine it. If you imagine it to be effortless, it's effortless. If you have previously imagined it not to be effortless and you think you need to self-criticize or suffer, you might be unconsciously perpetuating that, and you really need to check in if that is something that serves your gameplay. You see? Alright. Now, I'm gonna mention my offer. I'm gonna do one-on-ones, and I'm looking for people that are electrified already. But maybe you just wanna co-create and maybe have some guidance and mentorship from my side of how to transmute and use the operating system and really get to that master creator level where you can like move timelines and arrange timelines in a way that whatever movie you choose to play, all the things are pre-aligned for you and you can just have an ice cream and go around, not even taking it seriously, just being super relaxed about it, and then things come into your timeline automatically, and then you just connect dots as you go, and you can develop any type of project. I'm talking about this thing that was like called like Secret Handshake Freemasons, like how to build a bridge or like 800 living units, like development block, by sitting here in a cafe and like not really working in a physical linear way at all, just doing it in a quantum way, by crystallizing your idea and your passion into a mental image and then projecting that onto reality. And then without like actually, if I could just come here, sit in this chair under this tree every day, this will still happen for me, or I will still be a part of this co-creative theater, because people around me will just spontaneously chat with me, and then they will be the people that are the co-actors, and the dots will be connected for this co-creation, so you can like, you know, do that, like be a part of something, and that can multiply your wealth to whatever degree, or you know, maybe you want space travel, maybe you want to like whatever that is. I'm not even in one niche. I have like 12 different books that are all being written at the same time. They're all books of my life. They're all separate. When you catch me here making YouTube videos, like if you ask me about my, so this, when people ask me what do I do if I'm in one book, in one role, in one script, in one timeline, in one movie, I can't remember my other movies. They're literally not in my nervous system. They're somewhere in the library. Okay. So somebody asks me what do I do, I only speak those things that are relevant to the script that I am creating with these co-creators, co-players, co-stars in the movie. We're all in the multiplayer movie, in the multiplayer game arena, right? And then it's hard for me to even remember other things that I'm doing. And if you saw now, I'm doing this YouTube video, and then sometimes I try to say, okay, but I also have my art exhibition upcoming 22nd September, and then I have this like, okay, I mentioned like a hotel, and then I know I have like 10 other things going on. I don't know what they are. Oh yeah, I have a quantum teleportation box, and other things. And so all of these things I open the folder, I work on that, and then I close the folder, and then I'm just chilling under a tree, and then I'm nobody, or Shiva, or just like, and then a stream comes, a stream of idea comes, inspiration, this stream of thought, these angelic little templates, they come into, and then I execute, and I play, and I talk, and I shake hands, and I high five, and then I vibe with people, and then when that is over, the scene is over, I retreat back into myself, then I do nothing, and then wait for another script to load, and then I'm in another movie. So this is how it works. I'm just sharing it FYE, right? And it's all nice movies, and you have these movies too, because maybe you have your job, and maybe you have your relationship, and then you show up as these different characters. Maybe when you're in a soccer practice with your friends, and then you're just like having fun and like making jokes with your buddies or whatever, and then when you're with your girlfriend, you're like having you're Mr. Nice, and then when you're going to the gym, you're Mr. Evil, and that's like whatever, right? So writing your own script can be really easy, can be really effortless. Defragmenting and reviewing the energetic memory soul contracts that you are not using and you don't need might feel like a little bit entangled, and this is also where you might benefit, like working with an alchemist, somebody else who can like sit with you, and it's just like me taking my computer to the guys that just clean the computer or whatever, right? Install new hardware or software. That's like easier for me to have them do it, right? Also with my car, I prefer, you know, some people are really interested with cars. I prefer not knowing what all of the parts of my car. I prefer somebody to pick it up and like service it and then bring it back, and I can drive it. So yeah, one-on-one mentorships available, DM or something if you're interested. Also, there is a possibility to collaborate, which is like, let's co-create something from the 0 point, from scratch, where we get together and build a thing, manifest a thing that becomes like a collective timeline. Now you have to be in sync with your genius already, and you can tell me about it if you want to collaborate. Alright. Hope that this was insightful, and have a nice day wherever you are.